for today's typical day in history for May 30th. We've got a bunch of weird baseball history going all the way back to 1890 when the first ever home run by what is now the Dodgers organization was hit by Dave Fouts. At the time, he did this off of a Chicago Colts player at Washington Park in Brooklyn. At the time, they were known as the Brooklyn Bridegrooms before they would become the Brooklyn Trolley Dodgers. 1922, a little fun one. The Cubs and Cardinals trade outfielders after the first game of a doubleheader. They're getting ready to play the afternoon game, so the outfielders switch dugouts. They both go on to get a hit for each of their new teams in the nightcap. That would be Max Flack getting traded from the Cubs to the Cardinals, and the Cubs receiving Cliff Heathcote from St. Louis. 1927, one of the best pitchers of the early 1900s, Walter Johnson records his 110th and final shutout of his Hall of Fame career. 1935, Babe Ruth takes his final at-bat of his career as a member of the Boston Braves. He would have an infield groundout to end his career. 1953 saw the first ever major network baseball game being broadcasted on television. That would see the Cleveland Indians taking down the White Sox 7-2. 1964, the Giants and the Mets play in a doubleheader that would combine 29 innings between the two games, which would set records for time elapsed, strikeouts, and the total of the two games took 9 hours and 50 minutes. The second game alone took 7 hours and 22. New York struck out 22 times in those two games. 1983, New York Yankees owner George Steinbrenner is suspended for a week by the AL president Lee MacPhail after he publicly criticized the umpires. And last but not least, 1986, the best home run hitter of all time, Barry Bonds, makes his debut for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and that is all the baseball history for May 30th.